What's going on, everybody? Contrary to popular belief, if you are a Trump supporter, a conservative, the sun did rise. It was a beautiful day here in the South. It's a beautiful day. We're all going to be all right. I got out this morning, went out to Costco, picked up some steaks and chicken, some good stuff. So I've been following social media, and I've been gone for a week. I decided to take a little break from the live feeds. I didn't want to get too tied up in the toxicity of everything. But here I am. I'm back. I keep seeing everybody jump into Parler. There's more stuff about people asking about the social media app Parler on my Facebook feed than anything else I've seen. Literally, I'm seeing more people talk about that than the supposed new president. Not over yet. We'll see how all that shakes out, but that's not what this is about. So if you've decided to take the plunge into Parler and you want to know, is it worth leaving Facebook for? You know, what are my expectations of Parler? How does it work? So I've been on Parler since June, been using it pretty regularly, mainly just to post stuff, and if it catches any traction, great. If it doesn't, at least it's on another platform. It is a free speech platform, regardless of what your version of free speech is, which the last few years has been conservatives getting banned from places like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and places of that nature. So if you're an outspoken political person, Parler is going to be a great place for you. It's going to be somewhere you can go speak your mind. You can be far right, far left, whatever. Parler is going to be a safe haven for you. They're not going to delete you over your political opinions. I don't know, as far as like harsh, racism type stuff from either side. I don't talk like that, and I don't associate people that talk like that, so I don't know, and I don't follow people that talk like that. So I don't know, what's allowed there. That if that's your thing, you'll have to wing it and find out. One of the other things, I see a lot of people talking about leaving Facebook for Parler. If you are leaving Facebook for Parler, you're going to be very disappointed. There is, unfortunately, right now, social media platform-wise, to the best of my knowledge, there's not going to be a replacement for Facebook if you enjoy interacting with your friends and family through pictures and video and opinions and whatnot. Parler is going to be a very suitable replacement for Twitter. So if you're big into Twitter, Parler is a great replacement for Twitter, as long as the people are on there that you want to follow. And I'm only going to speak from a conservative's viewpoint here. Parler is a great app if you follow conservatives. I'm not sure. I don't follow a bunch of Democrats on there, so I'm not sure if they're on there or not. People like Alex Jones, he's on Parler. He's not allowed on Twitter. Dan Bongino, Mark Levine, people whose accounts have been limited here lately. They're all very active on Parler. So when somebody says a MeWe is the good replacement for Facebook, and I have looked into that, and I just have not gone all in. Always concerned with security stuff when you switch platforms. So Parler seems to be the best on that from that perspective. So I've got the Parler website here pulled up on my computer. And I thought I would explain to y'all real quick. I'm only going to take about 5 minutes of your time. I got some steaks to cook, some beer to drink, some USAPawn.com to shop on. Anyway, I kid. But it's Sunday. I'm going to enjoy my Sunday. So, if you get on Parler, people have said, well, how do I search for people I know? You're going to have to know their Parler. It's the best I know. I have not been able to search anybody by name, so I'm going to try that now. I'm going to type in my wife's name. She just signed up. And see if it comes up. And I'm going to tell you about a few of the other things that are available. All right, so that does not work. You will have to know the followers' Parler at whatever. Mine is at SaveJXN, like all of my other social media. I just decided instead of starting two, a personal one and one for Save Jackson, I just figured I would use one for both and went with the Save JXN. So there's a thing called echo. On Parler, an echo is it's the same thing as a retweet. If you echo somebody's post, that is a retweet. So you got that out of the way. So if you see something you like, you can just echo it. You can also echo it with a comment, which is the same thing as like sharing or retweeting with a comment. Really simple. Boom, boom. That should be easy breezy. All right. So one of the things that I noticed when, you go to follow somebody, and it's going to give you multiple, and I'm going to pull somebody up here that I don't know. Let's see here. It's going to give you an opportunity when you hit the follow button on a profile. It's going to say subscribe, yes, or follow, yes, no, subscribe with updates. You're going to want to hit no on all that. You're probably just going to want to quit asking about subscribing. Once you've hit the follow button, you're good. You're following them. You can go to the feed and see what they do. If you subscribe to somebody, if you hit that yes button, that means you're going to get a notification on your phone every time that person sends out a Parler or a tweet or whenever they make a post. Very annoying. I made that mistake initially, and it almost turned me off on the app. I had to turn off notifications on the app to go back and unsubscribe to everybody individually. So that's a pain in the butt. I would not do that. Further, if you're making a post, it is a suitable replacement for Instagram too. You can do multiple photos. I'm not sure how many. I've done 10 or 12, I want to say, and I finally just got tired of redoing them. But you can't go into your phone, at least you couldn't the last time I tried, and pick, say, 10 or 12 pictures and load them. You had to pick again, pick, load, pick, load, pick, load, pick, load. And it's a little time consuming, especially if you're picking from all over your phone. So just be mindful of that, but you can do multiple photos and pretty long-winded on the post too. Let's see. I don't have the exact amount. Okay, so you can do 1,000 characters per post. So that's pretty solid. 1,000 characters. I think Twitter is like 360 or something like that. Used to be 180 or 140, so what is it, 280? And that's a good bit. You can make that work. Instagram is unlimited, but I mean, it's overkill. How much of that do you actually read? 1,000 is good. You can get your point across. I think those are the most important things. Just being honest with you. It's real sensitive. Do not subscribe to anybody unless you want an update every time they post. You will need to know your friends' actual @ Mine is at SaveJXN. You can also get verified on here, and it's pretty easy. I got verified because I didn't want anybody pretending to be Save Jackson. You just upload a picture of your ID and they'll verify you. They'll give you basically their version of a blue check mark. They just confirm that it's you. You know, you got to be comfortable uploading your ID. I was. If anybody steals my ID, it will probably come back in better shape than they found it. My identification, that is. So, do y'all have any questions here? I got y'all pulled up here. So again, if you're thinking you're going to leave Facebook for Parler and have the same enjoyment and the same, what am I trying to say here? It's just not the same. I think that's the best way to say it. This is going to be much more comparable and compatible with what you're used to on Twitter and even Instagram, but it is not going to be a suitable replacement for Facebook and family connections and stuff of that nature. If y'all have any specific questions, I've got the app pulled up and I will answer any of them I can. Michael says, are the boutiques that sell clothes and Yeti tumblers on live going to be able to make money on Parler? I hope not. God bless them. YouTube and Facebook should be where they stay. It is. I can definitely see, just like with Twitter, it's going to be great for live, real-time events. If you like to get on Twitter during sporting events, award shows, stuff of that nature, presidential debates, speeches, etc., etc. It's going to be great for that. It's great for breaking news. The media isn't all over here, especially your quote-unquote mainstream left-wing media. They're not all on here like they should be. But they will be. And I do believe that Trump has a Trump team Parler, but he does not have an official Donald J. Trump Parler yet. But I do believe that's coming. But what will that necessarily matter if he's no longer president? But just thought I would throw that out there. His entire family and the whole gang, dude. All right. What is the vote icon? The vote icon is the same thing as a like button. I'm glad you brought that up. I meant to mention that too. The vote icon is just a like button. You're voting yes. And then, of course, you can tell the comment button is a comment. You just reply to it. But it doesn't go through the feed as a retweet or a re-echo. And then you can echo with or without, you can echo with or without a reply. And on your echoes with comments or replies, whatever you want to call it, you can do it with up to 1,000 characters. So you can do a full-blown parlay, as they call them. And again, I'm on here, Save JXN. And I'll share it in the comments here when I get off here. I shared a video that Parler has on YouTube. And it's how to use Parler in 2020. And it's really simple. You can overthink the app, thinking that it's supposed to do more, and it really doesn't. It's a very meat and potatoes. This is it. Talk, post pictures, share, comment. I'm not sure if you're familiar with, say, sub tweet groups and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it works like that or not. It does use hashtags. Very much so uses hashtags, and it'll tell you with the hashtags, if you try to type them, how many posts are using that hashtag. So you can click on it and go to those posts and get it. So I guess that technically that would be a subgroup, each hashtag, which is great because when you're trying to spread the word about something or follow a particular event, you definitely want to know. On Twitter, they have trending topics. You can see what's trending. What's the number one trend in the world? Over here, it's referred to as suggested. So right now, it's America, voters, mega, Arizona, food, 2A, Parler, election, Tony Bobolinsky, election 2020. So you can see it's very right-leaning, and the stuff that's been very important to right-leaning voters. Let me see here. And it does suggest people to follow. So now that I've gotten a bunch of friends, like on the desktop app here, I can't look at my phone app because I'm using my phone to answer y'all's questions. But on the desktop app, there's a people to follow, and it appears that it's pulled people who have now signed up that are kind of within my circle of friends or within a radius. And we start having some mutual follows. So it's beginning to recommend people, just like Facebook's Find My Friends. Because I have seen that's probably the biggest question I've seen floating around, and I want to say Crystal asked it too, was how do I find people? And, outside of knowing their exact Parler handle, I don't know that there's a way to unless you see them in the people I may know, or the people to know, people to follow. All right, everybody drop, if you've got a Parler, drop your handle in the comments here. I'm going to go follow everybody. Again, mine is Save JXN, just like everything else. Glad to have y'all over here. Been doing it for a while now. So I was surprised yesterday when I saw it pop up. And literally, it is outside of the election. It's the second most posted thing I've seen on Facebook. Facebook actually blocked the event, the Leave Facebook for Parler event, which had almost 1 million or so people on it. No surprise. No surprise. But I just wanted to set y'all's expectations. This is only going to be as good as you want it to be. If you don't use it, if your friends aren't using it, guess what? It's not gonna ever work. They can get a bazillion accounts here, but if nobody's using it, it's no better than MySpace. Man, I miss MySpace. So if you're gonna go to it, use it. If you're like me, a lot of times I like to go type up a tweet and screenshot the tweet and use that to move around to Instagram or wherever. Use it on Parler. Make sure you get that Parler logo in there. Help create interest about it. Send invites out to your friends and family. Tell them, hey, I'm not going to use Twitter this week. I'm only going to use Parler. I'm not going to use Instagram this week. I'm only going to be on Parler. And make a commitment and do it. Otherwise, none of this is going to work. So you have to break that habit of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever app you're wanting to get off of, and start using the new one. That's all I got today, man. Look, I'm a cook. Looking forward to getting some good food going. So one cool thing here is I sit here, it's like 5 new parlays available. So as I've been sitting here, I just got a notification saying the feed has been updated with 5 new posts, and we get to see those. So that's cool. It is a live time app, so that is a big deal there. Look, y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna go cook and have some fun. We'll get back to all the serious stuff Monday night. Like I said, I just wanted to take a week off, see how everything's sorted out. And all the fun stuff starts Monday with the president's stuff, because that's when the lawsuits begin. And we're going to see how it all shakes out. Y'all take care.